Okay, this video is going to show you how to download pre-made smartboard lessons. Many people want to use a smartboard, but they don't like it because they can't do all the dynamic and flashy attention-grabbing lessons. Well, you don't have to know how to make those in order to use them. And a lot of people create these lessons, these awesome lessons, and they share them for free. The first thing you're going to want to do is copy down this URL. It's exchange.smarttech.com. Once you go to the website, you're going to want to join for free. You have to join in order to download lessons. They don't send you spam email. They won't bombard your email account with pointless things. You have to have the account to download any of the lessons. So just go ahead and join for free. I'm going to sign in. Once you're signed in, once you've joined, you can search for whatever you want. You can search by subject, as you can see here. This you can just click on, mathematics, and it just gives you a list of all the mathematics lessons. You can search by grade level, and you can see they've got everything from preschool all the way up through, post-secondary. And then you can search by file type. I'm going to tell you all the file types you're going to want to look for are going to be notebook lessons. Some of this other stuff will work, however, depending on your software package and depending on your smartboard itself, which version of smartboard you have, some of these things may not work. So we're going to stick with, let's just say that we're teaching place value. So I'm going to search place value. And it gives me a long list here, and if you look, there's over 891 smart notebook lessons just on place value. Well, let's narrow it down a little bit further. Let's go to grade level, and let's say I want 4th grade place value. I want something that's specifically for 4th grade or is compatible with the 4th grade lessons. You notice that went all the way down to 346, so we narrowed it down over 500 more. So I can even go as far as saying, all right, I just want it in mathematics, which I think that's kind of obvious. And it narrows it down even further to 237 options. So right now, for place value, mathematics, and 4th grade in the United States, there's 237 possible lessons. Now, let's see. You will notice some of the lessons will have these little icons over here. Now, a lot of these are not fully compatible with all smartboards, so you need to be really, really careful. And you may ask, well, how do I know if it's compatible with my smartboard? Well, there's no way of knowing until you download it. What I would recommend is downloading the lesson and walking through the lesson before you actually go through it. I know that seems kind of obvious and most people would do that, but you know what happens if you assume. So download the lesson after you've looked at it, and what I mean by after you've looked at it, you can actually click to preview the lesson. So you can see the lesson's content. So I can click here and it shows me vocabulary, and if you know these little arrows, basically what's going to happen is I can slide this out and it'll give me the definition of digit. And I'll actually download this one here in a second so you can take a look at it. But you can look through what's in the lesson, and you don't have to download it if you don't see something like, oh, I really like the biggest part of that lesson. So if you like it, you can use it. If not, you can move on. I'm going to say that I like this particular lesson, so I'm going to click download. And I'm going to go ahead and save it to my desktop. Now, I prefer Google Chrome primarily because once I download something, it just pops up right here and I can just go ahead and click it and open it. So it's going to open Smart Notebook. Eventually. Computer's a little slow today. Here we go. And this is a pretty large file. Sometimes the more pages, you can see it's just 32 pages. The more pages, The greater number of pages, the longer it takes Smart Notebook to load the file. So it may take a minute, but it's fully compatible with my software, so we'll just give it a minute here. Okay, so we have the lesson open. Here we'll give you lesson objectives. A lot of school districts and schools are requiring lesson objectives to be displayed for students or for visitors who are coming in. Actually most of the lessons on here will have lesson objectives. So let's go ahead and move on to that vocabulary thing that I was talking about. Now, here's some of the cool stuff. Students can come and slide this out. They can, oh, there's the definition. They can put it in their math notebook. This, 893 is a 3-digit number. Well, that's true. Students can come and click this, and it'll tell them if it's right or wrong. The great part about these lessons is, say that you like the lesson, but you want to add more of content. So you like this kind of question, but if you look, it moves on to a different question on number 2. Well, if you like that, you can simply right click and choose clone page. It will automatically renumber it for you up here in the right hand corner, and then you notice that it's locked. A lot of lessons, once you download them, they will be locked. You can unlock them really simple. Just click on the little lock symbol that pops up and click unlock, and then you can simply double click in here and you can change whatever you want. And now I've got that one changed, and I've got another part of the lesson. You can build on the lesson. You can remove things that say, oh, I changed my mind, I added this, I don't like it. Or if it was already in there and I don't want it in there, I can go up here to this where it says delete page here, the little white piece of paper with the red X in the bottom left hand corner. Click that, it disappears, I'm back to the original. Or I can remove things that don't really fit the lesson I'm teaching. You have a lot of options here, and I realize I went through this kind of quickly. I just wanted to show you where to download the lessons, how to download the lessons. I'll do another video that goes more in depth about editing and changing things, but the basics are there. If you want to change the words, again, you got to click on whatever you want to change. The little lock may pop up. If the lock pops up, you simply click on the lock and choose unlock, and you can change the text. You just need, after you unlock it, double click inside the box and you can edit that from there. And then you can also delete pages and right click on a page and choose clone page if you want to add more, keep going. I hope you've learned something. Thank you.